Hey, baby. Come here.
Thanks.
Don't you worry about it. Love you.
Now, we don't have to be adversarial here. This is just supposed to be a friendly meeting for us to explore whatever common grounds we might have so that both parties don't have to spend a lot of time and money going to trial.
You just running scared because you ain't got a case.
Take it easy, Artie.
Take it easy. Now, that's a real legal term.
This in no way reflects any lack of confidence in our case. The facts are very clear, and they support us. We just simply believe that there's been enough bad blood, and we're willing to listen to whatever you have to say.
Oh, let me understand. You want us to make an offer? When pigs fly.
Mr. Lester may be overstating.
I ain't overstating nothing.
But he does have a point.
Mm-hmm, at the top of his head.
Look, my father put a lot of years of his life into that store, as Mr. Lester is well aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Sweat equity is very hard to quantify.
Oh, so you don't think I know what that $2 word means? Sweat equity my ass. And I'll quantify exactly what your daddy did, which was nothing.
Mr. Lester, we called this meeting so we could have a civil discussion. And when you feel capable of that, have your lawyer call us.
Oh,
Don't let her go. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you.
You hear that old lunatic? They need to lock his ass up.
You didn't help the situation any.
Well, neither did you. Sweat equity is hard to quantify.
When the hell are you going to take some responsibility for your part in this? The reason we're screwed is you.
Me?
Hardy's lawyers told Josefina why they don't want to settle. They're moving to have our suit joined with Hardy's assault claim against you.
Can they do that?
Maybe. Because both cases come out of us trying to get the store back. And if Hardy wins, he's going to be awarded a huge amount of money in damages.
Max, wait up.
Tell me we're not totally screwed.
We are not totally screwed. Not if we go back to the idea of a third-party deposition.
I know what you're getting at, and I really don't want to go there.
You said yourself that Ella Lester was your mom's best friend.
I also said that I have not talked to this woman in 5 years. Now, how can I go to her after all this time and ask her to testify against her husband?
Her husband that she left years ago because he was so horrible to her. Now, come on, it can't hurt to talk to her. She must know what really happened.
Hey, Clem. Twice in 1 week. I don't believe it. You following me? So what's up, cousin? What brings you out to the Gold Coast?
Job interview, and it was bullshit. It took about 5 minutes. Thinking about a burger.
Sounds great. We can catch up.
Great. I'm buying. It's the least I can do after the other day.
All right. Take some fries with that. Some of that imported beer.
Is anybody home?
I'm here.
Hey, I had an hour for lunch, so I thought I'd stop by and get my files and see Jay.
Jay's upstairs sleeping. Kenny said he's gonna come by and pick him up so I can get some... What happened to your hair?
You know, you could at least pretend that it's not horrendous.
Ooh, your hair looks so cute, all slicked back like that in a supermodel kind of way.
It was a mess this morning. It was dirty. I didn't know what else to do with it.
I'll get my stuff. I can't let you go back to work looking like that.
You gonna finish this fry?
Nah, man.
You still tripping about Smokey?
It was fast, man. 1 minute he's busting my balls about his big house and his big business, and the
Next minute, he ain't got no business. Now my dumbass brother has to find another supplier. Bird know about you and Franco? That's what I thought. Look, even without lying to your wife, it was still a dumb shit thing to do.
Think I don't know that? What the fuck else am I supposed to do?
Look, I got some friends, got some stuff going on. They might be able to set you up.
Been down that road, it never happens. My sheet always fucks it up.
Not with my friends. I tell them you're cool, that's all they need.
I'd owe you. For life.
Damn right.
Kelly Chadwell, your mother's coming home soon, and if you're not in bed.
I think Jay needs to be changed.
You know what? And Brooke does too. Come on, I'll coach you.
Me?
Ahmad, there comes a time in every man's life where he needs to learn how to change a diaper. Kelly, let's go to bed.
Dad, I think he peed on me.
Oh, yeah? Well, you were good at that, too.
You are one beautiful child. And so smart. Definitely a case of God given with both hands.
Thank you, Aunt Ella.
Bet you don't have a man, though.
And why would you say that?
Because I know men. They need to be needed. And obviously, you don't need nobody to take care of you.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you've been talking to my ex-husbands.
Me and Hardy used to joke about how many times it would take you to get it right.
You and Uncle Hardy used to talk about me.
Oh, you girls.
You know, I wrote to you when you went to Mississippi, and I never heard back.
You'll have to forgive me for that. When I left Hardy, I needed to be by myself for a while. Leaving him was the hardest thing I ever had to do. But it was the right thing. Hardy turned into the devil.
Aunt Ella, we need you. You're the only one who was there, who knows the truth.
You know, this is gonna sound crazy, but as horrible as Hardy was to me, I still don't want to do nothing to hurt him.
I don't want to do nothing to hurt him. But you and Mama always told me that the truth is the truth, and it deserves to be told.
Hey, babe.
Hey, where's the baby?
At Max's. I asked her to keep him for a couple of more hours because I got a surprise. Come on in, man.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
Good.
Lamb, I said it at your wedding, and I will say it again. You were one very lucky man.
I keep trying to tell him.
We ran into each other earlier and
We
started talking.
We decided you needed a night out. I know this place, the ribs, will make you cry.
Yeah, but we can't. You know, Max has been with the baby all day.
He's fine. I talked to him and he said, Daddy, you and Mama better take your butts out or I ain't never coming home.
Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm. And I talked to Kenny and he said it's cool. Okay. So?
All right, let's go.
All right. What's happening, Ken? All right.
You got barbecue sauce on your mouth. Hey, how's my boo?
Oh, he's fine, Bird. I love Jay, and I don't mind keeping him. But you guys were supposed to be here 3 hours ago.
Lem, you said you called.
I did.
Babe, I told you I said it was okay.
Well, it's not okay with me, Kenny. This is the 3rd time this week. If they have time to go out and have a good time, they have time to come and get their child.
Max, what's wrong with you?
I'm tired of people taking advantage of me. Keep him for an hour, Max. Lem will come and get him in an hour. Only Lem's got more interviews than any 10 people I know.
I'm gonna go get the baby.
Mm-hmm. Everybody got time to do what they want to do. But I'm just supposed to be flexible, right?
You know what, Max? I am so sorry we put you out, okay? We won't ever ask you to babysit again.
Great. Because I'm sure one of your girlfriends down at the shop will be happy to help you out next time. Good night.
Mr. Spot.
Hey, man.
know, I was gonna call you today. I didn't want you to get out of here without me hollering at you.
Tried to get together with the family one more time before I left, but your system...
Oh, enough said. Miles. Now look, now I know that Teri doesn't make it easy for you, you know, being divorced and still loving the family. But we're gonna miss you, man. I mean, you know, Ma just got up enough nerve to ask you for trumpet lessons.
Oh. How do you do it, man? Hmm?
What's that?
Always say the right thing, do the right thing, keep your stuff completely together.
It's not always together. You know, I married a Joseph woman myself, remember?
Okay, I'll give you that. But obviously you're happy. You love your wife.
Mm-hmm.
And look what you've done getting a mod in Lakeside Prep. I mean, just admit that your life is pretty tight.
You know, tight ain't synonymous with easy.
It ain't synonymous with fucked up either.
What? So you want me to apologize for having my shit tight?
No, I just want you to admit that it is together.
All right, it's together. You know, shit, it's not perfect, it's not easy. Yeah, but my shit is together, ain't it? Man, if you're anywhere near Chicago, you make sure you give a call, right?
Thanks, man. See you in postcard.
We object to this deposition. We were given very little notice.
Had to do it real fast once you changed your mind, didn't you?
And we believe that the witness is testifying just to spite her husband.
So noted. Would you please state your full name for the record?
Ella Camille Lester.
And are you the ex-wife of the defendant, Hardy Lester?
Yes.
How long were you married?
33 years. Divorced for 5.
Mrs. Lester, would you say that during your marriage you had a first-hand knowledge of the business that your husband ran with Jeremiah Joseph?
Yes.
Can you describe for us the division of labor within that partnership?
Well, Hardy kept the books and worked the early shift on the register. Jeremiah had the late shift. And when they built out to the adjoining store, Jeremiah did most of that work, too.
So Jeremiah Joseph made a very significant contribution to the store?
Yes. He did.
To your knowledge, were there any disagreements between your ex-husband and Mr. Joseph?
Well, neither of them were easy men.
Did your ex-husband know about the gambling problem Mr. Joseph had?
He knew. He loaned Jeremiah money all the time, put temptation right into his hands. He knew Jeremiah couldn't resist that he'd start gambling again.
Now, listen here. Of course, I lent the man's money many times. A few dollars here, a few dollars there. He had to feed his children.
Then, one day, Hardy made Jeremiah sit down and drink with him.
Now, that's a bold-faced lie. Now, everybody knows that Jeremiah didn't drink.
Which is how you knew he couldn't handle his liquor. By the time they finished that bottle, Hardy had Jeremiah owing so much and feeling so bad that I believe he would have sold away his own family.
I wouldn't have him. And I'm so glad I'm rid of you, you ungrateful woman. And I'm through with this circus and everyone in here.
Well, we're obviously going to trial. I'm going to look through my father's records and see if there's any proof of what Aunt Ella says. Thank you.
Hey, baby. You go get washed up. I'll make breakfast.
I love